Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10 of the Maryland Terrapin Dynasty here on JCTV. Today we are live from Byrd Stadium in College Park, Maryland, where the Maryland Terrapins host the #1 ranked Michigan Wolverines. After Maryland's stunning loss to Ohio State last week, Maryland falls out of the top 25. Michigan comes in today's game with an 8-0 conference record and 6-0 in conference play, ranked #1 in the nation. Will Michigan take care of business and remain #1 in the nation, or can Maryland beat their second top 5 team in 3 weeks? It's only one way to find out. Episode 10 begins now. Maryland lines up for kickoff. Charbonnet back to return for Michigan, and we are underway from College Park, Maryland. Charbonnet takes a knee in the end zone as Michigan begins their first drive on offense. Michigan in the full wide set for 1st and 10. Patterson back to pass, feeling the pressure, gets it out quickly to Tariq Black, and he fights forward for 11 yards, which gives Michigan a 1st and 10. Maryland's going to have to go for broke if they want to get the upset. Michigan with the no-huddle offense for 1st and 10. Patterson takes a snap back to pass, looking for his receiver. Jones misses the tackle, gets the stiff arm, and racing up the sideline, and finally goes down, but not after a 28-yard gain, which gives Michigan a new set of downs. Michigan in the bunch formation for 1st and 10. Patterson drops back to pass, looking over the middle, has it complete, and he's down for an 8-yard gain, which sets up a 2nd and 2. Maryland having problems with this up-tempo offense. Patterson drops back to pass, looking to the right for Tariq Black, and he completes it out of bounds for a 3-yard gain, and that gives Michigan another 1st down. Michigan in the shotgun formation for 1st and 10. Patterson drops back to pass, surveying the field. Excellent protection by his offensive line. He finally throws it to the left, and it's almost intercepted. Marcus Lewis almost gets the turnover, which would have been a pick 6, but that sets up a 2nd and 10. Michigan sends their tight end in motion for 2nd and 10. Charbonnet gets the handoff, and Isaiah Davis gets him quickly for only a gain of 2 yards and forces a 3rd and 8. Michigan has to get to the 15-yard line for a 1st down. Patterson drops back to pass, looking to the flat for Charbonnet. He completes it, racing up the field, and he gets out of bounds, but only gets 6 yards, and that forces a 4th and 2. Michigan going forward on 4th down, making the aggressive decision. Patterson back to pass, looking for Tariq Black over the middle, and it's complete for 6 yards, which gives Michigan a 1st and 10. Patterson lines his offense up quickly for 1st down, goes for the read option, decides to keep it, finally pitches it to Wilson. Brooks misses the tackle, and he's in for an 11-yard touchdown. True Wilson gets in the end zone, which gives Michigan its first points of the game. Michigan's aggressive play calling pays off with an 11-yard touchdown run off the read option. So after the extra point and kickoff, Maryland has the ball 1st and 10 in single back formation. Jackson fakes the handoff back to pass, looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Daxton Hill deflects the intended pass for DJ Turner, and that sets up 2nd and 10. Maryland comes out with 2 tight ends for 2nd and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, excellent blocking up the field, and gets a solid 5-yard gain, which sets up 3rd and 5. Maryland has to get to the 35-yard line for a 1st down. McFarland gets the handoff, good blocking, fighting forward, but goes down for 5 yards, but doesn't get the 1st down. Maryland lines up quickly, looking to catch Michigan off guard. McFarland gets the handoff, but goes down quickly, but gets just enough for the 1st down. Maryland back in single back formation for 1st and 10. Jackson drops back to pass, gets hit as he throws the ball, and then throws it out of bounds, incomplete, and that sets up a 2nd and 10. Michigan with the excellent defense. Maryland in the 3 wide set for 2nd and 10. Jackson drops back to pass, looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. This Michigan defense is everywhere so far. Maryland has to get to the 45-yard line for a 1st down, sends Turner in motion. Jackson takes the snap, looking to the left, but it gets hit as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete, and that sets up a 4th and 10. This Michigan defense is playing lights out so far. So after the Maryland punt, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10 in single back formation. Charbonnet gets the pitch to the right, excellent blocking, but goes down for 7 yards, which gives Michigan a 2nd and 3. Michigan in the shotgun formation for 2nd and 3. Patterson drops back to pass, looking for Collins to the left. He completes it, and he fights forward for a gain of 15 yards, which gives Michigan a new set of downs. This up-tempo offense is giving Maryland problems. Patterson drops back to pass, looking for his tight end. He completes it, and he breaks a tackle and fights forward for a gain of 12 yards and another Michigan 1st down. Michigan lines up in a 3-wide set for 1st and 10. Goes for the read option, decides to keep it. Breaks a tackle, fighting up the middle of the field. And he goes down for a 14-yard run. And another Michigan first down. Michigan in shotgun for 1st and 10. Patterson drops back to pass, looking over the middle. And Collins comes up with a beautiful one-handed catch. How did he get that off? And that's a 2nd and 5. After a Michigan false start, we now have 2nd and 10. In shotgun formation, Patterson drops back to pass, looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Patterson throws an absolutely beautiful pass, and the receiver just couldn't catch it. Michigan has to get to the 18-yard line for a first down. Patterson back to pass, and it's complete to his receiver, lowers the shoulder, and fights for a gain of 13 yards, and that gives Michigan a new set of downs. Michigan in the red zone for the 2nd time this game. Patterson drops back to pass, looking to the left to his receiver. He completes it, breaks a tackle, and he's in for a 15-yard touchdown. And Michigan widens this lead. Maryland has had no answer for this Michigan offense as they now go down 2 scores. After the extra point and kickoff, Maryland has the ball 1st and 10. Since Bvtman's in motion, McFarland gets the handoff, and Khalid Hudson gets him in a backfield for a loss of 4 yards, and that's 2nd and long. Maryland in pistol formation for 2nd and 14. Takes the read option himself. Jackson racing up the field and gets hit down hard for a gain of 7 yards. Maryland has had absolutely no rhythm on offense so far as they finally get positive yards on this drive. Maryland has to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Jackson back to pass, feeling the pressure, throws it off balance, and it's incomplete. This Michigan defense got Maryland flustered. 4th and 7. So after the Maryland punt, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10 in excellent field position. Patterson sends his tight end in motion. He drops back to pass, looking to the right, and it's almost intercepted. Keandre Jones reads the play to the flat perfectly, and that sets up a 2nd and 10. Michigan in shotgun formation for 2nd and 10. Patterson drops back to pass, looking to the right for his tight end, and he completes it for a gain of 5 yards, and that's a 3rd and 5. Michigan has to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. Patterson looking for the screen to the right. He completes it to Charbonnet, and he gets knocked out of bounds hard for a gain of 4 yards. Michigan elects to go for it on 4th and 1. Patterson hands the ball to Charbonnet, running to the left, and gets stopped for no gain. And Maryland will take over 1st and 10. Maryland's defense comes up with a big defensive stop. Let's hope that defensive stop gives Maryland the spark it needs to get back in this game. So Maryland takes over in shotgun formation on 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the handoff, looking deep for Dante Damas to the right, and it's complete, and he goes down, but not after a big 46-yard reception, which gives Maryland a new set of downs. Maryland's offense picked up right where the defense left off with 2 big plays as Maryland flips the field. That is Josh Jackson's first completed pass this entire game. Maryland with 3 wide receivers to the right on 1st and 10. Jackson drops back to pass, and he gets hit as the ball comes out incomplete. Michigan with the stifling pressure. So after a Maryland false start, we now have 2nd and 15. Jackson drops back to pass, looking to the middle for Tyler Mabry, and he completes it, and he goes down for 21 yards, which puts Maryland in the red zone for 1st and 10. This Maryland passing game has caught fire this drive. Jackson sends Turner in motion for 1st and 10. McFarland gets the pitch to the left, looking for the block to spring him free, but goes down for negative yards, and that's a loss of 1 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson in pistol formation for 2nd down. Jackson drops back to pass, surveying the field, looking in the end zone for Turner, and it's incomplete. Josh Metellus gets the deflection and forces a 3rd down. Maryland has to get to the 1-yard line for a first down. Jackson back to pass, looking in the end zone, and it's complete. Touchdown, Maryland! Anthony McFarland gets a 12-yard touchdown reception, and that puts Maryland within a touchdown. Jackson throws a beautiful pass. McFarland makes an even better catch as this Maryland crowd is now back alive. After the Maryland kickoff, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10. Patterson back to pass, looking to the left for Collins, and gets a one-handed 9-yard reception, which gives Michigan a 2nd and 1. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. Excellent game from both teams. And now at the end of the first quarter, we have a score of Michigan 14, Maryland 7. Stick around for the second quarter on JCTV. Michigan will begin the second quarter with the ball. Goes for the read option. Patterson decides to keep it. Big hole up the middle. Breaks a tackle. And fighting forward for an 18-yard run, which gives Michigan a first down. Michigan lines up quickly for 1st and 10. Patterson back the pass, looking over the middle, and Peoples-Jones just drops the pass, incomplete, and that's a 2nd and 10. Michigan sends his tight end in motion for 2nd and 10. Patterson back the pass, looking towards receiver, and he completes it for a gain of 10 yards, and that gives Michigan a new set of downs. Michigan with a 4-wide set for 1st and 10. Patterson back the pass, feeling the pressure, has to throw it quickly to the left, and he completes it for a gain of 3 yards, when that gives Michigan a 2nd and 7. Michigan been very effective so far with this up-tempo offense. Patterson drops back the pass, looking to the left for Tariq Black, and it's complete. Gets the stiff arm fighting forward, and he's down for a gain of 17 yards, which will give Michigan a new set of downs. Michigan looking to punch this in the end zone and making it a 2-score game. Patterson back the pass, looking to the right for McKeon, and it's complete, going up the field and fighting forward, but down for a gain of 10 yards. And now Michigan has a 2nd and inches. Michigan about 7 yards away from the end zone. Patterson drops back to pass. Excellent protection. Decides to keep it himself. And he fumbles the ball. And Savoy recovers it, which gives Maryland the first turnover of this game. And Maryland will take over 1st and 10. Maryland just catches a big break as Michigan was looking to make this a 2-score game. And Maryland comes up with a big turnover and now have a chance to tie this game. Maryland in I formation for 1st and 10. McFarland gets the hand up the middle, but goes down quickly only for a gain of 1 yard. Michigan's defense stopped that play quickly. Jackson sends Jones in motion for 2nd down. Jackson deep in his end zone. Back the pass looking for Darryl Jones, and he completes it. And down after a 41-yard reception. And that gives Maryland a 1st and 10. In one play, Maryland flips the field position, gets a big pass, and now have the ball in Michigan territory. Direction, Maryland has the ball just before midfield. McFarland gets the pitch to the left, looking for a crease, but goes down quickly for a gain of 2 yards, which gives Maryland a 2nd and 8. Maryland in shotgun formation for 2nd down. Jackson drops back the pass, surveying the field. Excellent protection, looking to the right for Tyler Mabry, but he catches it. How did he get that pass off? The ball was deflected, and as Tyler Mabry was dropping to the ground, the ball drops right in his hands. Heck of a play. 1st and 10. Maryland in shotgun for 1st and 10. Goes for the read option, decides to keep it, cuts up the middle, and goes down for a gain of 6 yards, which gives Maryland a 2nd and 4. Excellent running by Josh Jackson. Maryland lines up with 3 wideouts for 2nd and 4. Jackson back the pass, looking over the middle, completes it to Turner, and he's down for a big 26-yard gain, and that gives Maryland a 1st and goal. Maryland's top receiver finally makes his presence felt on a big 26-yard play. And now Maryland's looking to score and get back in this game. Maryland in pistol formation for 1st and goal. Jackson goes for the read option, keeps it himself, and he's in! Touchdown, Maryland! Josh Jackson takes the read option with a 3-yard touchdown play, and Maryland ties this game. Jackson caps off a 95-yard drive with 6. After the extra point and kickoff, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10, looking to regain the lead. Patterson passes it quickly to Collins to the left, but goes down quickly for a gain of 3 yards, and that's a 2nd and 7. Michigan back with the up-tempo offense on 2nd down. Patterson looking for the pitch, keeps it himself, trucks a defender, and goes down for a gain of 10 yards, which gives Michigan a 1st down. Michigan comes out with a 3-wide set for 1st and 10. Charbonnet gets the handoff, and Rayshawn Lewis stops him in the backfield for a loss of 1, and that's a 2nd and 11. Michigan in shotgun formation for 2nd and 11. Patterson drops back the pass, looking for Collins, and catches it wide open with another one-handed catch, and finally goes down, but not after a big 38-yard reception. Michigan lines up quickly for 1st and 10. Patterson hands it off to Charbonnet, cuts back inside, makes Maryland's defense look foolish with a 3-yard run, and that's a 2nd and 7. Excellent cut. This no-huddle offense has Maryland on its heels. Patterson drops back the pass, looking to the right for Peoples-Jones. He catches it. No, he drops it incomplete. Peoples-Jones with the 2nd incompletion of the game. Michigan has to get to the 15-yard line for a 1st down. Patterson drops back the pass, looking to the right for his tight end, and Tino Ellis is there with the deflection. Incomplete pass, and this Maryland defense sets up a 4th down. Michigan lines up for the field goal. The ball is snapped. The kick is up. And it's good. And Michigan will take a 3-point lead. So after the extra point and kickoff, Maryland has the ball 1st and 10 with a 3-wide set. Goes for the read option. Hands the ball up to McFarland. Breaks a tackle and goes down for a gain of 7 yards. McFarland with a hard running on that play. Maryland in an I formation for 2nd and 3. Jackson hands the ball off to McFarland. Hole closes up quickly, but McFarland manages to fight forward for a gain of 5 yards and give Maryland a new set of downs. Maryland sends Tyler Mabry in motion for 1st and 10. Jackson takes the snap, drops back to pass deep in the backfield, looking for DJ Turner, and Michigan deflects it incomplete. Daxton Hill almost comes up with the interception. Maryland comes out in 2nd down with a 2 tight end set. Jackson hands the ball off to McFarland, but goes down quickly for a gain of 3 yards, which sets up a 3rd and 7. Jackson sends Jones in motion for 3rd and 7. Jackson drops back to pass, running to the left with his receiver, throws it to Dante Demas, complete, and down for a gain of 12 yards, and that is a new set of downs. Maryland with a 5-wide set for 1st and 10. Jackson drops back to pass, throws it off balance, and it's incomplete. Jackson attempted to rush the pass, and he throws it inaccurately. Maryland in shotgun formation for 2nd and 10. They need to score quickly. Looking for the screen to McFarland, and it's complete. Nothing but green light in front of him, but goes down after a gain of 8 yards, which gives Maryland a 3rd and 2. Maryland has to get to the 38-yard line for a 1st down. Keeps the read option himself, gets the 1st down, and finally goes down after a gain of 4 yards. Maryland's going to have to hurry up if they want to get in scoring position. Jackson sends Tyler Mabry in motion for 1st and 10. Jackson drops back to pass, looking for Mabry, and he's wide open, and racing up the field, and he's in. Touchdown, Maryland. Tyler Mabry with a big 37-yard play, and Maryland will take the lead as they go into halftime. Maryland needed a big chunk play, and Josh Daxton delivered with a beautiful touchdown pass to his tight end, and Maryland will go into halftime with a 4-point lead. So after the extra point and kickoff, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10 with 1 second left on the clock. Charbonnet gets the pitch to the right, racing up the field, and gets knocked out of bounds. And that will be the final play of this 1st half. So we go into halftime with a score of Maryland 21, Michigan 17. Stick around for the halftime report on JCTV. What a 1st half we've had so far in this Big Ten Conference game. Michigan comes out the gate early with 14 unanswered points. Maryland catches fire late in the 1st quarter with a big fumble recovery and a big 95-yard drive to finally get on the board. Will Maryland hold on to this lead and get another upset victory, or will Michigan regain the lead and remain the #1 team in the nation? The 2nd half of episode 10 begins now. Michigan lines up for the kickoff. Javon Leak back to return, and the 2nd half is underway. Javon Leak calls for the fair catch in the end zone, and Maryland will begin this drive on the 25-yard line. Maryland in pistol formation for 1st and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, excellent blocking up the field, breaks a tackle, and he's down for a 5-yard gain, which gives Maryland a 2nd and 5. Maryland comes out with I formation for 2nd and 5. McFarland gets the handoff, fighting forward, and he's down for a 4-yard gain, which now gives Maryland a 3rd and 1. Maryland just needs 1 yard for a 1st down. McFarland gets the handoff, breaks a tackle, but goes down quickly for a 2-yard run, which is enough for a Maryland 1st down. Maryland begins the 3rd quarter with 3 straight run plays. Jackson sends Jones in motion, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, looking for Tyler Mabry, and it's incomplete. Vincent Gray prevents a big play with the deflection, and that sets up a 2nd and 10. Excellent defense. Maryland comes out in pistol formation for 2nd and 10. Jackson sends Dante Demas in motion, looking to get the 1st down, goes for the read option, decides to keep it himself, excellent blocking up the field, but goes down after an 11-yard run, which will give Maryland a new set of downs. Maryland lines up in pistol formation just under Michigan territory. McFarland gets the handoff, excellent blocking to the left, shakes the defender, and goes down after a solid 6-yard run, which will give Maryland a 2nd and manageable. McFarland looking to remain a focal point for this Maryland offense. Jackson sends Jones in motion. Jackson back to pass, looking for Turner, and Ambry Thomas deflects the pass incomplete, which sets up a 3rd and 4. Maryland looking to keep this methodical offensive drive going. Goes for the read option, keeps it himself. McFarland with an excellent block, breaks a tackle, and Jackson finally goes down after a big run, which gives Maryland a first down. Maryland with a 3 wide set for 1st and 10. Jackson back to pass, excellent blocking up the field, looking for DJ Turner, and catches the ball with a defender draped all over him for 20 yards and a first down. Turner comes up with another big pass deep in Michigan territory, and that puts Maryland in scoring position as they look to extend this lead. Maryland has held the ball for nearly half of the third quarter on its opening offensive drive. Maryland comes out in the 3 wide set for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michigan finally stops Maryland offensive momentum with an incomplete pass. Maryland comes out in single back formation for 2nd and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, excellent block, and breaks a tackle, and fighting forward for a gain of 7 yards, which gives Maryland a 3rd and 3. Maryland just has to get to the 3-yard line for a new set of downs. Jackson goes for the read option, keeps it himself, breaks a tackle, and fights forward for a gain of 5 yards over the first down marker, and that will give Maryland a 1st and goal. Michigan has yet to see the ball in the third quarter. McFarland gets the handoff, fights forward, and he's in! Touchdown, Maryland! Anthony McFarland with the 2nd touchdown of the day, 1st rushing touchdown of the day, and Maryland will extend their lead. Maryland caps off a 75-yard drive spanning nearly half of the third quarter as Maryland extends this lead in front of their home field. After the extra point and kickoff, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10. Patterson hands the ball off to Charbonnet, but Brooks meets him quickly at the line of scrimmage only for a gain of 2 yards. Michigan with the up-tempo offense for 2nd and 8. They have to score quickly. Charbonnet gets the handoff, drinking up the middle of the field, and gets a gain of 5 yards. Michigan has to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Charbonnet gets the handoff, gets the first down and more, and finally goes down after a gain of 12 yards. Michigan lines up in 9 formation for 1st and 10. Miss Charbonnet gets the handoff, and Rayshawn Lewis gets him in a backfield for a loss of 2. Maryland sends the blitz, and it comes out successful. Maryland finally makes a play on defense for negative yards. Hopefully they'll stop Michigan's momentum. Michigan in shotgun formation for 2nd and 12. Patterson back to pass, and Isaiah Davis stops the pass up the middle of the field. Maryland forces a big 3rd down. Michigan has to get to the Maryland 44 for a first down. Patterson drops back to pass, and Keandre Jones hits him as the ball comes out incomplete, and Maryland forces a 4th and 12. Excellent defense. So after the Michigan punt and Maryland false start, we now have a 1st and 15. McFarland gets the hand up the middle, but goes down quickly only for a gain of 2 yards, which sets up a 2nd and 13. Maryland in the 3 wide set for 2nd and 13. Jackson drops back to pass, surveying the field, looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Gill comes up with the incomplete pass, and that's a 3rd and long. Maryland has to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Jackson back to pass, running to the right, and it's incomplete. Jackson throws a completely inaccurate pass to the foot of the receiver, and that's a 4th down. So after the short Maryland punt, we now have a 1st and 10. Michigan in a 3 wide set. Charbonnet gets the handoff, cuts up the middle, and goes down for a solid 6-yard gain, and that's a 2nd and 4. Michigan lines up quickly in shotgun formation for 2nd and 4. Patterson back to pass, looking for his receiver, and it's complete to Tariq Black out of bounds for a gain of 4 yards. Michigan only needs a few inches for a first down. Charbonnet gets the pitch to the right, and he gets tripped up in the backfield for a loss of 5. This Maryland defense reads that play perfectly and allows him to go nowhere, and that's a 4th and 5. Michigan lines up for the field goal to make this a 1-score game. The ball is snapped, kick is up, and it's wide left. It's no good. Michigan completely botches the field goal, and Maryland will take over 1st and 10 and keep their 2-score lead. Maryland takes over possession 1st and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, breaks a tackle, but goes down quickly only for a gain of 1 yard. Michigan's defense gets to the ball carrier quickly. Maryland in shotgun formation for 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, and gets sacked in a backfield for a loss of 9. This Michigan defense comes up with a big defensive play as they look to get back in this game. Michigan looking to avoid the huge upset. And that's the final play of the third quarter. This is gearing up to be an exciting finish. So at the end of the third quarter, we have a score of Maryland 28, Michigan 17. Stick around for the fourth quarter on JCTV. Maryland begins the fourth quarter on 3rd and 18. Jackson drops back to pass, looking for Darryl Jones over the top, and it's incomplete. Michigan forces a fourth down as they look to get back in this game. So after the Maryland punt, Michigan has the ball 1st and 10 in shotgun formation. Patterson hands the ball to Charbonnet running to the left. He goes down quickly for a gain of 3. Rayshard Lewis gets him quickly for the tackle. Michigan lines up quickly in a bunch formation for 2nd and 7. Patterson drops back to pass, looking for Collins. It is complete, and Shaq Smith gets him over the first down marker, and that gives Michigan a first down. Michigan in shotgun for 1st and 10. Patterson back to pass, looking for McKeon, and he completes it for a gain of 6 yards as Michigan looks to drive up the field. Michigan looking to score quickly to get back in this game. Patterson drops back to pass, runs to the right, gets caught up in his lineman. He gets his feet tripped up, and he goes down for the sack. Isaiah Davis with the opportunistic play and catches Patterson with his feet tripped up and gets him down for a loss of 8 yards. And that sets up a 3rd and long. Excellent defensive play. Michigan has to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. Patterson drops back to pass, looking for McKeon, and he drops it. Patterson delivers a beautiful pass, and McKeon can't bring the ball in. This is a make-or-break play for Michigan. Michigan drops back to pass, surveying the field, looking over the middle for his receiver, and it's swatted incomplete. Deion Jones last week gets beat deep for a touchdown. This time he swats the ball with excellent coverage, and Maryland will take over on downs. Maryland comes up with the clutch defensive play in front of their home crowd, and Maryland will look to ice this game. Maryland will take over 1st and 10 in pistol formation. McFarland gets the handoff. It goes down hard in the backfield for a loss of 3. Daxton Hill reads that play perfectly, gets in the backfield and nails him with a vicious hit. And that sets up a 2nd and long. Maryland back in pistol formation for 2nd and long. McFarland gets the handoff, excellent blocking, jukes the defender, and goes down for a gain of 8 yards, which gives Maryland a 3rd and 4. Maryland has to get to the 44-yard line for a first down. McFarland gets the handoff, fights forward, and goes down for a gain of 5 yards. Anthony McFarland's hard running gives Maryland a new set of downs. Maryland running precious time off his clock as they look to ice this game. McFarland gets the handoff, jukes forward, spins backwards, and goes down for no gain. Michigan's defense forces McFarland to go backwards, and that's a 2nd and 10. Maryland in shotgun formation for 2nd and 10. Jackson looking for the screen, completes it to McFarland, and nothing but green light in front of him. Gets the block he needs, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Maryland! Anthony McFarland with a 44-yard touchdown pass off the screen, and Maryland just might have blown this lead too far wide open. This touchdown drive is solely on the legs of Anthony McFarland as he single-handedly ran them into the end zone for the score, as he sets his sights on getting into the Heisman Trophy running. Hashtag McFarland for Heisman. The wax of the extra point and kickoff. Michigan has the ball 1st and 10 in shotgun formation. Patterson drops back to pass, looking over the middle, completes it to Black, breaks a tackle, and races free. Nobody's in front of him. No one's gonna stop him, and he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. Tariq Black hits him with a one-shot play for 75 yards as Michigan closes the gap on this lead. That play may be the spark Michigan needs to get back in this game, as their last offensive drive came out flat and they caught Maryland's defense flat-footed and supplies Maryland with a deep pass. Michigan going for the 2-point conversion to make this a 10-point game. Patterson back to pass, looking for McKeon, and catches him in the backfield, and it's good, and this is now a 10-point game. So after the Michigan kickoff, Maryland has the ball 1st and 10 in shotgun formation. Goes for the read option, decides to keep it, but goes down quickly in the backfield for no gain. Michigan reads that read option perfectly. Maryland in single back formation for 2nd and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, cuts the defender, and goes down quickly for a gain of 5 yards, which will give Maryland a 3rd and 5. Maryland has to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Goes for the read option, hands the ball out to McFarland, gets the first down and more for a gain of 11 yards, and that will give Maryland a new set of downs. Maryland looking to run this clock out on 1st and 10. McFarland gets the handoff, but goes down quickly for a gain of 2 yards, which will give Maryland a 2nd and 8. McFarland looking to put the pressure on Michigan's defense. After Michigan calls his first time out, we now have a 2nd and 8. Jackson looking for the screen, completes it to McFarland, but goes down quickly for no gain, and Michigan will call its second team timeout. Maryland has to get to the 49-yard line for a first down, goes for the read option, decides to keep it, and Michigan stops him in the backfield for no gain, and Michigan will call its final team timeout. Once Maryland punts the ball, Michigan will take over possession 1st and 10, down 10 points with a little over 2 minutes left in this game. Let's see if they can spring this comeback. Maryland's defense looks to show up big to seal this upset. Michigan comes out in the 4 wide set for 1st and 10. Patterson looking for the screen, completes it to Charbonnet, but Oluwatimi sniffs that screen out and stops it in the backfield for a loss of 3, and that's pushed Michigan backwards. And Michigan will spike the ball to stop the clock. Michigan comes out in shotgun for 3rd and long, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, looking for his receiver, and Marcus Lewis gets in there and disrupts that play. Incomplete, and that's a 4th down. Michigan has to get a first down to keep this drive going. Patterson drops back to pass, looking for his receiver, and it's intercepted. Tino Ellis comes up with the game-clinching interception, and Maryland will walk out of this game with the upset victory against the #1 team in the nation. That pick successfully completes another comeback victory for the Maryland Terrapins as they look to take a knee and celebrate their victory. The buzzer sounds and the game is over, and the Maryland Terrapins rush the field as they celebrate another upset victory as they beat the #1 team in the nation. Josh Jackson is your player of the game with 283 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Thank you for tuning in to episode 10 of the Maryland Terrapin Dynasty here on JCTV. Episode 11, we travel to Penn State where we play our final road game of the season as we play the Penn State Nittany Lions. And as we come down to the home stretch of season 1, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's liked the videos, commented on the videos, watched the videos, and all the subscribers that I've received since starting this series. I appreciate y'all. See y'all in episode 11. Salute.
JHC Beats.